What's up, guys? It's Frantic with Loot Goblins here. Today with a different type of video. We are going to be in Valheim. I've been absolutely playing the crap out of this game within the past 2 weeks. I think I put like almost 100 hours in the past like week and a half alone. Let me know if you guys have been loving this game as much as I have. I figured I would make a video on some useful console commands and admin commands. If you run a server for yourself or your friends or a community server, you can do these commands. As long as you are the owner or an admin of the server, you can use these commands. So let's just jump straight into it. To be able to use any command, first thing you need to do is press F5, and that will bring up the console, the dev console. Then to start using commands, you need to type in "I'm a cheater," and that will say cheats true. And now you can use any of the commands that I will be telling you about in this video today. And this isn't all the commands. I will have a link to the full list of all the commands that you can use. I'm just going to go over some of the most useful commands that I think help with the game, or it might be useful if you're just trying to have some fun with your friends. So we will start with the most useful one, the one that I probably use the most on certain servers, and the one you're probably going to use the most too is being able to spawn items in to either just mess around or test how good they are, anything like that. So you want to go ahead and type in spawn in all lowercase, and some of these are case sensitive, so you want to be sure that you're actually typing them in exactly how they need to be typed in. So first things first, type in spawn, and then you want to type in the item code of whatever item you are trying to spawn in. Just for the purpose of this video, I'll spawn in an iron helmet, and this is case sensitive, so you want to do helmet with a capital H and iron with a capital I, and then space the quantity of the item that you are trying to spawn in. So 1, and there you can see we got an iron helmet in our inventory, drops on the ground, and now you have an iron helmet. You can do this with any items, and I'll put that list of full items in the description of this video. All right, moving on to the next command. This one is useful if you're just trying to find the best spot on the map to build. You do explore map. Gonna lag a little bit. And then if you press M, you could see that it did show us the entire map. It removed all of the fog of war, so you're now able to see every single biome. You're able to pick kind of, where's the best spot that you want to build, and go from there. Now, this does not show the trader on the map, and it doesn't show like any points that your friends will make on the map or anything like that. But it is useful to just kind of see, where do you want to build? Like over here, oh cool, there's a lake in here. This might be a good spot to build, kind of on the ocean and everything, or whatever. And then if you want to reset the fog of war, you can do reset map, and that does put all of the fog of war back on the map. Now, the only downside to the reset map is, say you already kind of went all the way over here and explored all this and all that stuff, and then you do the explore map and it shows the whole map. Once you reset that, that is going to put fog of war back over anything that you've already discovered. So just keep that in mind before using this command. Next command is going to be useful if you're just trying to get some screenshots or, kind of just see your village from the aerial view to see how it kind of looks. You do F5 and you type in free fly, and that will give you a free fly camera. You're able to just kind of fly around and see, your character and your village from a bird's eye view. Now, if you do fly away a little bit here, at a certain distance, the stuff starts to drop off. See, there's an edge right here. This is the only this is the farthest that your character has rendered the map. So there is a line, so you can't just keep flying and flying and flying. Eventually, stuff will stop spawning. You'll be able to see the trees, but you won't be able to see the ground or any animals or monsters that have spawned outside of this range right here. So just keep that in mind as well. And then if you want to go back to your character, type in free fly again, and that'll bring you straight back to where you were. The next command is ghost. Now, you can still see your character, but no one else can. So you are now invisible. This is very useful for admins if you're trying to catch people griefing or anything like that. Use this ghost command, and they will no longer be able to see you. And then if you want to exit that, you just type in ghost again, and it goes ghost mode false, and now you are able to be seen again. The next command that we'll be going over is God mode. One of the most useful commands in the game right now. You just type in God, and it'll go God mode false. So I already had it on. You can put it back on. And now we have God mode. Now we cannot be hurt. It does not increase our health or anything like that. It just means that we cannot take damage. So this is useful if you're trying to build and there's a bunch of mobs around you and you don't really feel like killing them. You can put this on so that you can still build and not take damage from them. And then if you want to turn it off, you just type in God again. It goes God mode false. The next command is if you want to heal your character. You can see I'm at 7 HP. You type in heal, and that'll bring me back up to full HP. It doesn't do it instantaneously. You saw that it did take a little bit to get me back up to 25 HP, but it is relatively quickly. So this is useful if you did take damage and you want to get back to full health. Use the heal command, and that'll bring you right back up. The next command, I'm going to turn on God mode just so I don't die. This is how you could spawn mobs or monsters, pigs, boars, or whatever, deer, anything like that. You can use this command. You are able to spawn them. So we'll do spawn troll, the quantity, and you can type in the level. So if I type in level 1 troll, this should spawn the normal troll. So you can see it's just a level 1 troll. If I do spawn troll 1 quantity and then the level 2, you can see now we have a 1-star troll as well. And then since these are here just kind of beating the crap out of me, we'll go straight into the next command, and that is going to be the kill all command. So if I type in kill all, no space, those 2 trolls are now dead. But be very cautious using this command around your own village. If you do have tamed animals such as boar, wolves, lox, anything like that, if you do that kill all command, it will kill all of your tamed animals within a certain vicinity of you. So you definitely want to be careful of that, and be sure to use that command very wisely. So the next command that we will jump into is the remove drops command. So if I drop all this stuff on the ground right here that I spawned in and the drops I just got from the trolls, press F5, type in remove drops, and that will delete any items on the ground within a certain vicinity of your character. Also, be very careful using this around your base. It is useful to kind of delete piles of useless items you have laying around your base, but what I recommend is grabbing all those items, running a decent amount away from wherever you are located, dropping them all on the ground, and doing the remove drops. Just because if you have smelters, kilns, blast furnaces spitting out bars or charcoal, and you're near them, and you do the remove drops, it will remove those drops as well. Now, I love using this, even on servers that I don't use admin commands and spawn anything in. Just after a while, after items build up on the ground, there is a little bit of server lag just because of all those items kind of laying around. So what I do every once in a while is I just grab all the items, scoop them up, run away, drop them on the ground, delete them, get them out of the game. Kind of saves some memory, saves you from lagging a little bit. So the next command is going to be able to set your location. So if you press F5, type in location, this now set this as a spawn location. Now this is the beginning, so obviously if I die, I'm going to spawn back here. But this is useful if you're out somewhere and you don't have a bed near you. You can use that to set a location to wherever you are, and you will spawn back there if you die. Now you can reset that by placing down a bed, clicking E on it, and saving the bed as your spawn location. That will set that location as wherever you want to spawn. The next 2 commands go together. It's going to be POS, and that will give you your X, Y, and Z coordinates. Now, this is not 100% accurate. I've tried to use this command so many times and cannot get it to work exactly how it should. But if you type in go to, and then your X, your Y, and your Z coordinates, and you teleport to it, it doesn't bring you directly back to where you teleported from. It brings you pretty close, but it doesn't put you exactly where you teleported. See, it brought me a little bit further away than where I actually was. Now, I was in the center of the altar, and it kind of dropped me nearby, so it is useful if you need to get back to somewhere where you died or something like that. Just keep in mind, it is not going to spawn you directly back where you were. Maybe you can get it to work better than I can, but I've tried it in so many different cases, so many different scenarios, so many different XYZ coordinate combinations, and it just does not put me back exactly where I need it to put me. The next couple commands also go together. There's 3 of them. It is going to be the raise skill command. Let me pull up my skill tab. You can see I already did it to my run here. So we're going to do it to jump. So you press F5 and you type in raise skill, and make sure all these are in lowercase. If you type in jump with a capital J, it does not work, so put it with lowercase. Do raise skill jump, and then the level you want to raise it to. So I just set my jump skill to 100 and close out of it. Now it is back at 100. And if you want to reset that skill, you just do the opposite. Reset skill jump, and that will reset my jump skill back down to 0. It actually deleted it. There's no way to reset it back down a certain amount of levels. And then if you want to just set it back to whatever level it was, just do raise skill again, jump, and we'll just set it back to 5. And now our jump skill is now 5. The last command that goes along with this is the reset character command. You just type this in. It's resetting the character. It brings Hugin back because it believes that you're a fresh character. Reset all of our stats back, and it does not delete items out of your inventory. It is supposed to, but currently it does not delete anything that you have in your inventory. So use this in combination with the remove drops command to actually get rid of the items that you have on you. The next command is going to be the save command. And you can see that just saved the world in the top left. The world does automatically save every 20 minutes, but if you need it to save earlier for some reason, just type in the save command and that will save your world. This is useful if you're about to do a bunch of weird stuff like spawn in mobs or events or anything like that. You can make sure you save the world beforehand. Go grab the server files out of your server folder in your Valheim folder, wherever that's installed. It's just so you have a backup of your server before you do anything crazy that might crash it or delete your save. The next few commands are very similar, but they are a little bit different. You can do skip time and then space the amount of seconds, and that will fast forward you however amount of seconds you do. I did 500 seconds, so that put me to day 4. So that skip time, you saw all the shadows moving and everything like that. And then the next command is going to be sleep. If I do sleep, you can see everything starts to move again, and this will put you through for 1 full day cycle. You can see it's getting nighttime again. There goes the moon. It's flying across the sky. And then the sun will start to rise, and we will be at the next in-game day. So this is nice if you're trying to have a bunch of stuff smelting, or if you just need to reset the time and you're not near a bed or anything like that. You can do sleep, and that will push you to the next day. So for this next command, I have spawned in 1 boar here. If you want to spawn in more, feel free to do that. But we have 2 boar here that are attacking me currently, and this next command is the tame command. So type in tame. Now both of these boar are tamed for me. You can see they're tame, they're hungry, you can pet them, and they will breed. So this is useful if you need to just kind of tame. If you're trying to just get a bunch of animals together that you want to tame, you can go ahead and spawn those in and tame them, or you can find wild ones and tame them as well. This works for either of them. You can push them around to get them in the pens or whatever that you want. Currently, I know you can tame boar, you can tame wolves and locks. I'm not sure if you can tame deer or any of the other monsters in the game. So far, those are the 3 that I have tried and know work. But you can use this command to kind of tame any of the animals around you. And then if you want to kill all, you can do kill all, and that will kill any of the tame creatures, as I was saying earlier in the video, so just be careful with that. But there you go, and it killed some deer up here. So it's a pretty wide radius. You definitely want to be careful using that command. But that is how you tame creatures in this game, unless you want to tame them manually. But that is going to be the last command for today. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. Stay tuned for some more Valheim guides. I have a couple more that I will be pumping out here shortly. And I appreciate you guys entering our 3,000 follower Instagram giveaway. Appreciate that so much. Went way better than we expected. We had almost 100 of you guys enter that giveaway. So I appreciate that very much. And I will see you guys in the next video.